Have you ever had a time you did a drawing so bad you just... Okay, maybe I over-exaggerated a little bit, but I'm sure you got the idea. I mean, maybe you're actually doing really good drawings, but then your art gets worse and you can't make it get better, and you just can't meet the expectations that you've put upon yourself, so you just... I just broke the sketchbook. Oh no. I broke the sketchbook. Back as new. Anyway, my point was supposed to be on how you can quit your sketchbook for a whole bunch of different reasons, and how, as someone who has been using the same sketchbook for over a year, how I haven't quit it yet, and some things that I struggle with, but things that might be able to help you. So yeah, let's continue with that. If you're feeling intimidated by what lies ahead of your sketchbook, so like for instance you might be starting a new page or whatnot, if you don't know what to put in and you're really nervous about just starting the first page, a thing that I've started doing is doing fun little character doodles and just sticking them in or drawing them, and it kind of levels down your sketchbook so it's a bit more of what you want it to be. So like for instance for me, I really want it to be more about casual drawing but present it in a more interesting way. It's important to not think about what your sketchbook is going to become, so don't like worry about, oh no, I screwed up and this is going to be what the rest of my sketchbook's going to look like, or I've ruined it. Sort of don't think in that sort of mindset, and instead sort of more work on, well, what is my sketchbook normally like? What do I normally like drawing? What sort of things am I actually looking forward to drawing? Rather than, you know, thinking of it as a fresh start, thinking of it more of like a continuation of what you normally draw. So now that I've been drawing some of these like cute little animal doodles, I've more moved on to slightly more, you know, slightly more mature drawings than little character sketches. So now I'm sort of more drawing more fashion stuff, and yeah, I'm just sort of more playing around with the position of the heads. So yeah, it sort of just acts as like a little thing that you can go with if you don't really know what you want to draw. And you know, if you're like me and you draw these things a lot, then you already know how to draw it, so you're less likely to screw up and feel bad. Yeah, it works for figuring out what you want to draw too. So even if you're in the middle of your sketchbook, you can draw these and they will make you feel better, maybe, because you know, like these ones I'm drawing are really, really cute. So you can always cut these things out too, and you can stick them in on your sketchbook page. So I've finished this one, but like for instance, if you have like a little blank space or a thing that you want to cover up, you can always just stick in some of these drawings, or you can draw them in the corner, you can draw them in the middle of the page. Like for instance, I didn't know what to draw here, so I just did a little silly face. Yes, you can really experiment with these things. You can always do like little silly things. They sort of more, you know, take the pressure off of what you're going to draw, and you can just do some little fun little things rather than thinking too hard about what you're going to draw. Another thing that you can try doing is blind sketching, so you don't look at what you're drawing, you only look at the subject. So like this one here, you can do contour drawings as well. But with what I like to do is I sometimes like to just colour it, just to do it in a colour pencil and then just go over with it in graphite. But I'm just going to do a normal blind sketch. Yeah, so I'm not looking at the page while I'm doing this. This also really helps me when I don't know how to draw something. So like with a hand, I'll just sort of more go with this general shape and just kind of wing it. I'm also a lot quicker with drawing this way, so if you're just trying to get something down the page really quickly, this always helps. Also, if you're just watching a video or something while you draw, just pause the video and just draw the subject in the drawing. So it could be person talking, it could be like a character, it can be like, even if you're watching like a documentary or something, you can draw something in a documentary. It really does not matter. Like, oh god, look at that, that's pretty weird looking. So you can normally just stick some things around it, you can do some little doodles. But yeah, that's my that's my little quick drawing. Make sure to remember that your sketchbook is for you, like it's not for anyone else. You don't have to show other people your sketchbook. Like I used to take a whole bunch of videos about me drawing in my sketchbook, like in these earlier bits, but now I don't do it as much because I sort of realized that I don't need to share everything I do. Yeah, so like these pages, like they become a lot less intricate, and you know, I'm starting to draw more things that I actually want to, and I'm not like showing while I'm drawing. Sometimes I can do some better drawings, or in my case, not. So I might try going back and doing some sketchbook sessions, but probably a little less like uniform, like sort of more just, you know, drawing, going with the flow, like you're supposed to with sketchbooks. So yeah. If you're feeling like you don't know what to draw in like certain places, something that really helps is just gluing in sketches in other sketchbooks. So like I did all of these stuck in ones on like a different page because I didn't know what I wanted to put in here. And then once I stuck them in, I realized, oh yeah, I could do a drawing here, and I could do a drawing here, I could do a drawing here. So yeah, like if you just don't know what to put in, and you know, because I remember I did this, I'm like, well, what do I put in now? And you know, I was too nervous about like not getting the proportions right. Just go on another sketchbook, draw some things, rip that out, and then stick it in here. Come with me, I want to show you something. So over here we have my junk drawer, all of my extra scraps that I have. These are just cutouts of doodles that I've done outside of my sketchbook. Some of these are actually like just cards that I thought were really cute. Yeah, these are stars I cut out, a whole bunch of cool little drawings. Some of these are from past, like, you know, school notebooks, cutouts, bad drawings. You know, all of these, they're all just so, some of them are really weird and I don't even know why I kept them, but some of them are pretty good, but I just don't know what to do with them yet. So sometimes if they fit the color palette of what I'm drawing, or they fit the mood, I'll just glue them in, or if I just need some extra space. These are all, this might be a little bit of a fire hazard, so probably don't put them in a drawer, but ideas right here.